Hello and welcome back to my channel, Hannah Ruth Tea, talking all about loose leaf tea. I'm getting another video out, yay! I'm sort of actually quite excited to get back into it, think about tea, taste some tea, and actually, just enjoy tea for the experience of it rather than just drinking it because I want a warm drink, because it has been quite chilly lately. But yes, so today we will be looking at the Fortnum and Mason's, who else? Keemun Maofeng. Now, slight disclaimer first, I have had this for a while. I'm not going to tell you when, but it is in the sealed pouches. It's been kept cool in my office, so hopefully it should all be okay. The last time we were able to go up to London and visit Fortnum and Mason's, either myself or my parents, who we kind of have been up prior to lockdown and everything, we were going up kind of a couple times a year, nice day trip out. And Fortnum's were doing these cards that have kind of the nice name on the front, and then have instructions and fact bits about it and what the tea should look like, origin, taste and strength, brewing information, which are brilliant. I mean, they're so cute anyway, but they're really good because actually when you're getting the loose leaf in the packets, that doesn't have all that information on it. So I really, really like these, and I hope they are still doing them. This one just says Keemun, but I think it's the same-ish. Like, it's not going to be a completely separate one. But I have had to double check all of my language and bits with this, because obviously it's been ages since I've properly done tea stuff, so I apologise if I get anything wrong. Please do comment and let me know, because obviously it's a great opportunity for me to learn a bit more, but I will be going by this and other information on Keemun Maofeng that I can find online, because Fortnum's doesn't seem to have all of that stuff online. But anyway, so the Keemun, the most famous of China's black teas, Keemun requires a great skill to produce. A small and delicate leaf, our Keemun provides a rich, extraordinarily smooth and subtle nutty flavour. Taste and strength, an amber infusion with a nutty character. Ooh. Use boiled water at 100 degrees, brew for 3 to 5 minutes, serve with or without milk. So that's what the card says. I found, let me read. I found on Twinings, Keemun Maofeng. What I'll do actually is I'll link it below in the description box with both, all the information that I can find, both Fortnum's and this one, because actually this Twining description, or like the information they've got, is really good, because it shows you where it's from, the history of it, grades of Keemun, and then kind of serving, brewing, serving, and tasting your tea. So also on another place, it says, it's talking about Maofeng green, but Maofeng means fair peaks, and it describes the shape and appearance of the processed leaf. It contains new and open tea buds, more or less covered in white hair, and the first and second leaf. So obviously, or seller to seller, it will change. And I'm talking specifically about the Keemun Maofeng. So any links, just double check that I'm not naming it. But anyway, on to the tea tasting. So the leaves themselves are quite black with sort of little gold flecks here and there. They are actually quite long leaves, but very thin and twisted. It's got a lovely nutty, it does have that nuttiness. I feel like there's almost like a hint of chocolate or kind of praline, that kind of nutty richness without it being kind of, here's a bunch of peanuts. That's not quite like that. But also a lovely sort of freshness, that tea kind of good tea smell. It's a very pleasant smell. I do really like the smell of that. So I'm brewing, even though you can't quite see it, 5 grams of tea, which is quite a lot. for, I'm going to go with 250, might be 200 grams. And I brew it for just over 3 minutes, so it will give probably a bit of a stronger, but not too overbrewed, because I've not put it in for the longer time. And if I can do it without spilling, oh no, it will be 250 grams, no, 250 millilitres. So the tea's been brewing for just over 3 minutes. You can see it's a lovely golden amber colour. It's not glowing, but actually it's just got a lovely bright, lovely. It's got a lovely bright vibrancy to it, sort of not glowing, but it's kind of got that nice, can't think of the word. Shine's the wrong word as well, but you know, it just looks nice. Gonna have to work on my language a little bit. I'm pretty sure I said this in my last video, but that gorgeous smell of tea. It's got a lovely, it has got that nutty character, extraordinarily smooth, subtle nutty flavour. It's got that smooth, it's got that sort of, it's smooth, it's not sharp or any kind of scent on the nose. It's, again, that nuttiness, but almost that kind of lovely hint of a, of that kind of the solid black tea flavour. I'm not sure if I've got my proportions right, maybe, I need to work on that, or if I've got them just actually quite good. It's not a kind of wow amazing flavour in the front of your mouth, or kind of any intense flavours on your tongue, but it's really lovely and smooth. It's got that, it's got a hint of not astringency, but that almost a dryness that you get from tea sometimes, but it's not unpleasant. It's not sweet. It's not got any kind of distinctive particular notes, but it's a nice solid tea. I feel like this is sort of, I know I said this in the last one, it's what we should all be drinking. This is what I think tea should taste like, and actually for a good strong black tea, actually it is really lovely. I feel like this is kind of a good morning tea, mid-morning tea, either start of the day or morning tea. You want a kind of a perk you up kind of thing, really wake you up, or even could be afternoon, just all the time tea. I can see that it can work. It's strong enough. I think if you brewed it a little bit stronger or longer, it would hold its own against milk. And actually I think that could be lovely. I think this would be great paired with kind of like a strong pudding or dessert, or like, you know, if you're going out for coffee and cake with someone, like tea and cake. Something kind of chocolatey. I think that balance of the nuttiness would go really well. I'm trying to think of like a chocolate tart or something. Or actually something like a Millionaire's shortbread, where you've got, is it caramel you've got in the Millionaire's? Where you don't want something super sweet, so like I don't think I could have a Millionaire shortbread and kind of a caramel frappuccino thing. But actually it would cut into that a little bit because it's got that dryness. But it's not unpleasant. It feels really nice and refreshing. There's definitely something I'll be coming back to, and I think that'd be really nice, as all hours of the day, but kind of as a morning or early afternoon, that kind of pick you up, wake you up kind of tea without feeling too bloated's the wrong word, but I sometimes feel like coffee is just going to be like just after lunch, but I think that would actually be really nice and refreshing. The wet leaves have unfurled and lightened quite a bit. I wouldn't say that they've kind of opened full up, but you can again see actually how long they are. It's not like kind of chopped tea or anything. So not a strong smell, but it's actually really lovely. I feel like the nuttiness is more in this. Wow, kind of smelling this really takes me back to kind of 5 years ago. It would have been, gosh, 5 years ago when I started the tea blogging thing. Clearly haven't really carried it on much, but it's, gosh, that really takes me back to those moments of really, really intensely being in tea and why I was. Oh, that's lovely. I really, really like the smell of that. That is really nice. So I feel like that slightly wasn't anything groundbreaking in tea, but actually it's just a lovely, decent cup of black tea. Really lovely. And I think actually if you're just trying to get into loose leaf tea, you don't want to really go down the greens or white teas yet, you know, so that's all a bit too intimidating is the wrong word, but that you sort of feel like that's too much, you're not sure if you like those flavours. This is definitely something to go and explore. Definitely would recommend it. I've got plenty left of the bag, though to be honest this doesn't mean it's going to last me very long, but this will be a great tea to have and I will enjoy it for the next few months as it takes me into more of those kind of spring and summer flavours and just that lighter kind of more refreshing flavours rather than these comforting warm ones that I do love in the winter. So I hope that's been a bit of an interesting taster into the Keemun Maofeng Fortnum and Mason's loose leaf tea. It's definitely something that could take both with milk or without milk. Probably just maybe brew it a little bit stronger if you do want milk in it. But I would, I'd say even if you're not too keen on black teas, just either do slightly less tea or just brew it for maybe not quite so long. And you could do 2 infusions or more. But well worth having a look out and seeing if you can find it. If I can find some online that I think look fairly nice, I will link them down below. So it's lovely to be back and doing a little video. And if there's any teas that you would like me to try or you just think that I need to be trying, please do let me know. Always out for recommendations and trying to find some new stuff since we can't go out and about. I'm not able to go up to London and explore tea shops and seeing what's out there. So please do let me know what's good at the moment. If you're new to this channel, hello, thank you for joining me. I'm trying to get back into filming, but if you haven't already, please do like this video and subscribe to my channel. It is an encouragement to me and it just gives me a bit of a boost to why I should be getting back into it. But I hope everyone is doing well and having a lovely February and I will see you all soon. Goodbye.